In their own defense, White House officials point out that since this captivity began, Mr. Carter has at least been able to avoid any more attacks by angry rabbits, and they're thankful for that. And so day 154 passes. The only hopeful sign in all of this is that Amy Carter may be smarter than she looks. That's our report for this evening. David Hartman will have tonight's developments in smaller words tomorrow on Good Morning America. For all of us at ABC News, live from New York, it's Saturday night.
Hello and welcome to the Not Ready for Primetime Project. We're Gary Seath and Brad Robinson.
Welcome to the podcast.
This week on the early years of SNL, we're talking about Season 5, Episode 15, with hosts Richard Benjamin and Paula Prentiss, and musical guest Grateful Dead. This show originally aired on April 5th, 1980. Brad, first time ever we have a husband and wife.
And I just have to say, Gary, I think that's delightful.
Yeah. Well, Brad, because we have a husband and wife hosting the show, you thought it would be good to subject our wives to having to watch this episode and then do a podcast with us.
May I just say, also delightful.
Yes. So, very happy to welcome our wives, Hillary and Lindsay. Thank you both for joining us.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Yes, my pleasure. It seemed like Paula Prentiss was much less subjected to it than we were, though.
Yeah, that's true. She was. She was all in. She enjoyed herself.
She was game for everything.
Here's a fun quiz for all of you, and I don't know if any of you have looked this up. Richard Benjamin and Paula Prentiss are the same age. How old do you think they were during this episode?
32.
30?
41.
41.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Wow.
I'm getting better at this.
You are getting better at this. I was surprised.
So I did no research to prepare for our interview together. You're welcome.
That's Brad's job.
I was going to say, well played.
Brad, can you explain to me who Richard Benjamin and Paula Prentiss are?
You know, it's funny. Richard Benjamin hosted last season, and I feel like Gary and I tried our damnedest to explain who Richard Benjamin was, and I'm not sure if we succeeded.
I don't think we did.
They are both actors, and they have acted together a bunch, right? They were well known as an acting couple.
Yeah.
I know he did have a movie that came out earlier that year, Scavenger Hunt, that he was one of the leads in, and he has a couple movies coming out this year, one including a Buck Henry movie, Family First. You know this one, Gary?
I've heard of it, but I don't remember that I've ever seen it.
I had forgotten about it because we remember last time we talked about it and we thought Richard Benjamin was kind of like a poor man's Buck, or just very much in that Buck Henry mold. And then when I saw it, it's like, oh, right, he's in. It makes so much sense.
Right.
So were they television stars or just film stars?
They had done a TV show together back in the mid 60s that they both got nominated for Emmys for, he and she. And they're very well known. She was in Stepford Wives and Catch-22, but she had taken a break at this point, I believe, for a few years. They had a couple kids from like 1974, 75 to now.
They are still married.
They are.
That's nice.
They are. Yeah.
Here's a fun fact, Gary. She took a break to have two kids. They had a son in like 74, 75, and then they had a daughter. Do you know their daughter's name?
No, I do not.
Their daughter's name is Prentiss Benjamin.
Oh.
Like, I checked to see if that was correct. Like, Prentiss Benjamin. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's her last name?
Benjamin.
Benjamin is her last name.
Oh, Benjamin is her last name, and she took Prentiss as her first. I got it.
Yeah. But it's interesting. I mean, they are interesting that they've worked together so much outside of this show. And then on this show, they don't really work together at all, aside from the monologue.
No. No, they don't.
It's very light lifting, really, for either of them as a host, because they don't work together.
Yeah.
Which I think contributes a bit to the, I don't know, weird vibe of this episode. Like, by the end of this episode, I was like, that's a weird one.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. because while you have two hosts and they're never together on screen, you also have sketches where neither host is part of it. There are stretches where neither of them are on screen or seen at all. It was interesting.
It was very weird. It was very weird. But you got to feel like this is an instance of we're in the back half of season 5. Not that we're in trouble, but, you know, we need some help.
Yeah.
Who's reliable? And, you know, Richard Benjamin was very good last season. So why not bring him back? And why not bring his wife?
Right. And he's someone who was on his last episode was totally game for whatever and just had fun doing it. So.
And I feel like he did this week too.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's still in that same name. Yeah.
So, Lindsay and Hillary, which episodes of our podcast have been your favorites?
It's so hard to pick, you know? They're so different in so many unique ways.
Quick question. Are you by any chance the person on YouTube who said, and I quote, WTF, nothing but two assholes talking about an episode for over an hour? Was that you?
No, it might have been my mom, though. She also is a listener.
Okay. Curious if you were Dino335 or not.
I was the one who observed that Gary does a serviceable job as host of the podcast.
Calls him like she sees him.
Oh, yeah. Well, our son never lets me forget that I am serviceable in
That's like
everything I do.
our favorite adjective in our household now is serviceable.
I love it. I love it.
I don't know that either one of you has ever watched an episode of season 5 of Saturday Night Live in your life. And I'm really hoping that you never did before we forced it upon you. So, Lindsay, how was it? Was this like watching a 45-year-old television show? Was it everything you wanted it to be?
It was like, you know, it made me realize how niche you guys are with your podcast.
I'm taking that as a compliment.
You know, I mean, I was barely born at the time, you know, so to like want to actively go back and watch that without having necessarily any context for anything that's happening in the, you know, the opening or anything like
Right.
that.
Sure.
You know, you guys really, that's really something. Much respect.
No, thank you.
You're welcome.
Hill, how was it for you?
I mean, I have been watching a few episodes along the way, so I feel like I knew what to expect. I knew what the aesthetic would be. I knew what the flow would feel like.
Let me just say that the two of you were treated to a delight of an episode this week,
Right?
because this episode is probably one of the top 2 episodes of this garbage season that Brad has forced me to watch.
I don't know about top 2, but it is a very good episode. But I will say, Gary, if you haven't been watching, it's a very weird episode. Like, there's no recurring characters, really, like big ones. There's no like big tentpole classic sketches. It's a very, like you said, delightful episode to watch. But if you're coming in cold, it is a tough one.
It's just meh the whole way.
The problem is meh is pretty good for season 5.
Okay.
Which is wild because we're looking at the episode guide right now and I'm seeing all of these hosts. And it's a great slate of hosts this season. There's Steve Martin, Eric Idle, Buck Henry, B. Arthur, Ted Knight, Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
Like, these should be great episodes, right?
Yes. They
Rodney
should be.
Dangerfield?
Oof.
Not good.
That was rough. Yeah.
That was rough.
Well, he was kind of famous for just like doing his thing and nothing else, right?
Yes. And that is exactly what that episode was.
Right.
So it's interesting that, you know, these two actors that you didn't know before you watched this episode, you still don't know them, but you watch them for an hour, put on one of the better shows of the season. And a lot of that has to do with, there are a lot of factors, obviously, but I think part of it was the freedom that you had having two hosts, Brad. You were able to have a sketch for him and a sketch for her, and maybe that helped that they never were on screen together.
Yeah, his sensibilities work well in certain sketches. She afforded you some stuff to do with just the women, which was really great. So you see a lot of fun, different things. It's such little pieces because, yeah, it's two hosts sharing the show. Like you said, they're not on the show for a portion of time.
They also appeared like their appearances were very limited across the sketches. Like they played supporting characters in more sketches than they played central characters as hosts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, I think we should just get into it before we keep
Let's do it.
talking about how interesting the show was. So the show starts, the cold open this week starts with an ABC alert that police boat will air in half an hour later for a special report. So our special report is hosted by Harry Shearer as Frank Reynolds. And he's talking about Jimmy Carter being held hostage in day 154 at the White House. He interviews Senator, is that who Bill Murray plays? Daniel Leahy?
Yeah, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, right? Yeah.
Pittsburgh, that's right. Yep, from Pittsburgh. And then Ruth Carter Stapleton, Jimmy Carter's sister, played by Paula Prentiss, in another host in the cold open, Brad.
But I like this one. She plays a character. It's nice, not playing herself. I'm all for it.
Yes. I thought you meant the sketch, and then I was going to ask you to elaborate on what you liked about the sketch. But if you're just talking about Paula Prentiss playing this character, yeah, that was fun to see her in a wig and makeup and everything. But I think, Lindsay, you alluded to this. I was kind of lost as to what this joke was. This was
I actually understood. This is one of the few things I understood the context for.
Oh, good.
But I did not, as I was like watching it, I wasn't sure what they meant about I meant to look up after the fact the angry rabbits. Like, what was it?
Was there a line that was like Jimmy Carter was hiding from angry rabbits and not getting bit by angry rabbits?
Oh,
at least while he was being held hostage.
Yeah.
I did want to look that up.
Meh. Someone will tell us what angry rabbits meant. Yeah, I just the whole thing was I don't know, it was just a long bit of Harry Shearer interviewing people.
It was long. It was very long, I thought.
I feel like they were trying to play off that joke they did a couple weeks ago about Jimmy Carter not campaigning.
Right.
Because they say he vowed to stay captive in the White House as long as the hostages were being held in Iran. So I felt like they were trying to make that joke again.
Right.
But yeah, like Bill was really subdued and didn't go over that well. And I did, like I said, I enjoyed seeing Paula Prentiss. And I feel like she was kind of making jokes they referred to back in the day about Jimmy Carter campaigning, sleeping in houses in Los Angeles when he's on the campaign trail back in the day.
Yeah.
But none of it really connected.
The one thing that I liked, Brad, to your point about Bill's performance, I had a moment where I was like, that's Bill Murray, right? Is that Bill Murray? Like, it was so not how he normally presents. And because I haven't like watched that many episodes of Bill in the Cast, I only know Bill Murray from like his comedy career after this. I was like, oh, maybe he has more range and like more dimensions than I realized. And maybe watching early SNL, you see more of that. I don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know that you really capture that in most of his performances in SNL. No.
So this was just a flat performance, is what we're saying.
I think so.
But he still manages a good line here too. I liked where he was telling jokes and Harry Shearer's trying to get more information out of him. And he goes, "You took that as a sign?" He goes, "I took that as a sign I should not make jokes with the president."
That's
right.
Which I thought was funny.
Yeah.
But what wasn't funny was the Amy Carter joke at the end of the sketch where they tried to make a joke about maybe she's smarter than she looks.
Yeah.
And it was one of those silence.
Yeah. Well-deserved silence for that one. Yeah.
And then Harry gets his first live from New York and we're out.
Yep. It was good to see Harry Shearer carrying a cold open.
That's true. I'll give you that. Yeah, we haven't seen that. That was nice. And they gave him the line.
But other than that, I was ready to move on.
Yes, sir.
From there, we go to the monologue, and there's a chain at the top of the stairs that they have to step over.
Oh, yeah.
I was intrigued on how they were going to maneuver around home base, and then I saw, they got rid of the turnstiles, and now there's a chain.
There's a chain at the top of the stairs. Yeah. How easy would it be for someone to trip on that and fall down the stairs on live television?
I ask myself that every day when I ride the subway.
Yeah, especially two 41-year-olds.
Yeah. Yes.
I actually watch every monologue in present day of SNL with like bated breath, because one of these shows someone's going to eat it coming down those stairs. And I'm
really?
like,
Bated breath? Bated breath.
I do. I'm like, oh my God, if that were me, I'd be like, please don't let me fall down these stairs. I'm going to fall down the stairs. Don't you? You don't think that? I get so nervous.
Hillary's big for bated breath. Like if a car stops too suddenly, she's like, and then it's like chaos. It's like, what the hell was that?
I'm very nervous. I get very nervous.
I know. I know.
Like, Gary, it's live. Are you unaware? It's live television. Anything can happen.
Anyone can fall down those stairs.
They finally made it down the stairs, and they come on and just have a very nice monologue with the two of them. Richard talks about how she has more sketches than he's in, and they cut him from the cold open because his Balkan accent sounded Mexican.
Why would I do Mexican? Who would mix up Mexican and Balkan? Who would do that?
I thought it was awkward. Nothing about that monologue landed for me.
No?
No, it was so awkward.
Oh, I just wrote down for the monologue, literally the only word I had was cute. So
I'd say fun. It was a fun monologue. The two of them together, how he got cut. And she said, you were terrific. And then like 2 lines later, you were fine. You did the best you could.
Right.
She had a great side eye when he like calls her on it. And she just is like, let's move on.
I did feel like that joke went on just a little too long. And same with the accent joke. For me, like they both were.
Little bit. I thought the monologue was getting long in general. And then she did a great job of ending it where she's like, let's go. Let's get out of here. I'll talk to you about it in the dressing room. So again, it was like a fun way to end it. And I like enjoyed watching the two of them banter together.
Yeah.
Which, as we'll see, we don't get that much anymore.
No, that was it. That was all
for the next hour.
That was all the bantering we get between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
But our next sketch is all between Gilda and Lorraine. So neither host is there, and they're having a sleepover and they're watching TV, and it just turns into they're talking about how dreamy Jesus is and how they both are going to be Jesus's girlfriend. And Hillary really liked this sketch.
Yeah, you're laughing already over here.
I actually just like a couple of it, like just the 80s nostalgia of it.
Yes.
Without being nostalgic. Like the mention of Tiger Beat,
yes.
Jesus and Tiger Beat.
Mm-hmm. Totally agree.
And then I think it was Gilda that had the nightshirt on. I don't think anyone wears this anymore, but it was like the 80s.
Yeah, and I thought that they both were very believable as teeny boppers, and
yes.
like, I can't hear you. Like all of their quips were like, oh yeah, I said that. Oh yeah, that's why it was right on.
I thought it was really fun seeing the two of them and just giving them the stage to do this thing.
Yeah. Would you call this slice of life? Like slice of life with kids?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like most of the show tonight was a slice of life.
Well, yeah, exactly. Which is one of the reasons why this is felt kind of weird. Like normally, we get these slice of lives only once, and they tend to be at the end of an episode. It was really weird to see them kick off an episode with this kind of slice of life piece. Yeah, the women are great. They both play little girls really well, and it's fun to see them not play their stereotypical characters we know of, but just playing kind of nondescript young girls together so well. And they played off each other really well. And I thought Gilda was hilarious when she was making faces at Lorraine, when Lorraine's talking about how much Jesus loves her and throwing popcorn, eventually spitting at her. Like it was just really like fun, like childish stuff.
And like the overtone of it all is they are like having this like weird fangirl obsession with Jesus Christ.
Right.
And that's like what they keep saying over and over. And you're like cringe every time they say it a little bit. You're like, oh, but that's awkward. It's great.
My favorite line was when Gilda gets pretending to be on the phone. Hello, who is it? Jesus Christ? So funny.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
Yeah. I liked when they were talking about the TV shows and she was like, I Dream of Jesus. And she was like, yeah, I love that. She's like, that's not a show.
I got you.
Oh.
So after this delightful and endearing sketch, it transitions to like this really awkward entrance from Paula Prentiss.
Yeah.
Ends like so weirdly. I was like, how about you kill all the joy that sketch just generated?
It is a very weird ending. Yeah.
It was a weird ending, but I mean, this is often a problem of how to get out of these, especially the two-handers.
Especially a slice of life. Yeah. But she comes in and kind of ushers the kids out. Get out, get out, get out. They leave. And then the mom just sits down and starts watching.
She's like, oh yeah, Jesus Christ is really cute.
Yeah.
No popcorn?
My
Okay.
favorite version of Jesus Christ.
Yeah. It did feel like one of those things where they could have just like had some sort of like pillow fight or whatever and then chased one another out of the room, and that's how you could have ended it, rather than forcing Paula Prentiss to come in and then improv and be like, oh, there's no popcorn. Huh.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, let's go to commercial quicker.
It's definitely a forced appearance by the host. Yeah. It's to just give you an ending and get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was, like I said, it was a weird way to kick things off.
It was.
Not that it was bad, just weird to start with.
No, I liked it. It was just surprising that it was a slice of life sketch with just 2 cast members and that was it. But I did enjoy it.
What's the definition of slice of life?
It's like you don't have an over-the-top character, and the premise is more of just like it can happen every day, and there's no...
Okay.
It's almost more like a scene often too. Like it's not joke. It's kind of real and or intimate, and just it's something kind of more relatable and personable. Again, not like Coneheads or John Belushi screaming at somebody, but something you could picture happening in real life.
Is this like a term d'art of SNL or just you guys? Or
It's a sketch comedy thing.
Yeah.
okay.
Even though Brad won't tell you, it's true there are other sketch comedy shows.
Really? Like Fridays?
Yeah. Some really good ones. No, not like Fridays.
You can't do that on television?
Ooh,
Yeah.
There you go. See?
Throwback. That's right there with Tiger Beat.
Mm-hmm.
Well, after that sketch, we got our musical guest very early, it felt.
Right? Speaking of weird,
Yeah. But Grateful Dead come on and sing Alabama Getaway.
yet again, huge response for the Dead. It happened in the opening credits too. They mentioned the Grateful Dead. Huge response.
Huge response for the Dead.
And
It was great.
they only played for 3 minutes.
It's crazy.
My wife loves the Grateful Dead. Or any jam band for that matter.
I love the jam bands.
You do. Good for you.
Not at all. That's not true at all.
I had forgotten when we did this episode that the Grateful Dead were the musical guests, and it comes on and I'm going, oh crap, this is not going to go over well.
No, it was tight. You know?
Whoa!
Yeah, I was not expecting that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, I thought they were good. Not a Dead fan, but you can't not appreciate. They're a great band.
Bob Weir wearing bunny ears for some reason.
For some
Weird.
reason.
Well, it's Easter the next day. The day after this episode is
Oh.
Easter.
Got
That's
it.
some good context. Thanks, Brad.
You're welcome.
Just because you said it's a good one doesn't mean it's going to make the edit, Lindsay.
No,
It's still going to get cut.
par for course.
Wait, quick question. Do the Grateful Dead always have 2 drummers? Is that
Oh my God.
At this point in time, yeah.
I never understood the whole True Drummer thing. Especially if one of them's not Levon Helm.
Well, if you have one Levon Helm, why do you need 2 drummers?
You don't, exactly.
Exactly.
Why does any band need 2 drummers? Even Chicago
Why
only had
does the show
one
need
drummer.
2 hosts?
That's a great question, Lindsay. I'll see myself out.
Thank you. Good night.
I thought it was a really good performance. I like the Grateful Dead. I don't love the Grateful Dead, but I really enjoyed this performance.
Yeah, no, it was good. Good song. Alabama Getaway would go on to be one of their better well-known songs. They were out promoting an album that would come out, I think, in a few weeks after this. And Alabama Getaway would be the first single. So, yeah, this is off their upcoming album, Go to Heaven, which would be the last album they made for 6 or 7 years.
Well, back to another slice of life sketch. This time we're in a hotel room with Richard and Lorraine. And
Yeah.
this is their...
My first question was, another slice of life? Like,
Yeah.
really? Like, not only back-to-back, but like 2 in an episode?
Yes.
Yeah.
And they are obviously having an affair and have just had sex. And now he's feeling very guilty about it. And this whole sketch is him dealing with his guilt as he's trying to make his way out of the hotel room.
It was long.
It was weird. It was awkward. It was not entertaining to me.
Yeah, it like went on for it was a joke that could be done very quickly. It seemed like a really long sketch for like what it was trying to portray.
Yeah, it didn't need much in the way of setup or, context. You got it pretty quickly, and then it just kind of kept going. I enjoyed how awkward he was, and that I thought he was really good.
Great.
Yeah, I thought he was really good as that awkward person. And he's like, he sits down next to her. He's like, "Great, I should talk to you. How are you?"
Yes, that same exact line.
I feel great.
Uh-huh.
I had a great time.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very, very much.
You know, you're really a great lover.
Thank you. You are too. I think what we do here is fine. Where are my pants? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Well, Ron, how was I? I mean, you know.
You were fine.
Thank
You were just fine. You were terrific, as always. Thank you. Thank you again. You're a very, very nice person.
Thank you.
I'm a bad person. I'm the problem. I'm the idiot. I shouldn't have done this. This was a mistake. Why do I keep doing this? Why do I keep doing this? Why do I have to have sex?
Because you're human, Ron, and
Why?
you're animals.
Did you like it though? In general?
I did.
Yeah,
They
was
can't.
just kind of.
You have to say no.
I'm not going to interrupt you. I was not asked. I'm just signaling that I did not.
It was kind of tough watching two of these back to back because they're usually a change of pace and you're like not expecting it or it's something different. So it was kind of weird to watch two slices of life in a row. And he's so understated in the sketch, which I think might be a reason why like one might not respond to it so well because you've got to buy into his understatedness, but it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. And they had a decent out. I was wondering how they were going to end this and try to get out of the sketch. And they do a good job with him having to, can I leave? Can I not leave? And she pulls him back down the bed. And
Right.
Lorraine was great.
Lorraine was very good.
I got to give Lorraine credit. I mean, just two sketches in a row. We've gone full episodes without talking about her. And to see her do really well in two sketches off the top is nice.
Yeah. And surprising with a female host to have her have such a prominent role.
Yeah. But I did get the feeling like somebody like found the keys to Marilyn Suzanne Miller's desk and started rummaging through her drawers. Like, where do these sketches come from?
Also, he kind of reminds me of Ronald Reagan, right? Like his appearance is like a young Ronald Reagan actor. Does anyone else get that, or is that just me?
I can see that now that you say it.
Yeah, I could see it. Which now I'm thinking, like, why didn't they do a Ronald Reagan sketch?
Because they didn't worry about appearances for the impressions at that point. And Harry Shearer did it.
Well, and Ronald Reagan wasn't president yet, right?
No, he was campaigning at the time.
Yeah.
So they were doing Reagan jokes at the time.
Oh,
As Gary was
okay.
saying, Harry Shearer a couple episodes ago did a Ronald Reagan impression. And they've been making Reagan jokes for a while.
Yeah. Garrett was there. Garrett brings them room service.
Yes, you should say Garrett is in this sketch because it's the only time you can say it tonight.
Is it the only time? I guess.
I'm fairly certain this is the only time we see Garrett as a bellhop walk in with a tray of food, talk to Richard Benjamin as he's hiding in the bathroom.
Right. Yeah, that's it.
And then tell Lorraine Newman how mean she is.
You're mean, lady.
That's right. I enjoyed it. I liked the awkwardness. It was funny.
It's good.
That then takes us into Weekend Update. We get a Mount St. Helens joke where they say goodbye to the NBC affiliates in Washington.
It was funny.
Uh-huh.
Wanted to say goodbye while we had the chance. It was good.
That was funny. Yeah.
Good work, Jane.
Yep. John Anderson.
Still.
Yep. A census joke. George Bush Sr. And then we get Vic Ricker back.
Yeah.
Sports correspondent Vic Ricker comes on. He shows some clips of Nancy Lopez winning women's golf.
There's nothing more exciting than betting on women's golf.
Let's see that replay again. Can we see it again? We can't. Okay.
No, they're not going to do it.
No. Okay, let's don't. Even Lindsay laughed at that joke. She even thought that one was funny.
I did, yeah.
I enjoyed it. And then he talks about the baseball strike. I really like this character. I wish we see him more, but we don't.
I know. It was a lot, too.
Yeah, he got a lot out in a short amount of time.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Because he wasn't on all that long, but he got a lot out.
I agree with you. This would be a fun character to see more.
Yeah. It's a shame we don't. The character we do see often, though, is social sciences editor Al Franken comes on.
I was actually looking forward. You've turned me around a bit. I am actually now very much looking forward to the Al Franken desk pieces.
You didn't like them?
I think I was a little slow to warm up to them. They are funny, and the last few have been really good. And this was the first time when I saw him introduced, I was genuinely excited. I was like, okay, I want to see what he says. I was psyched for this one.
He was great. I thought it was great. I think he's great. Big fan.
Yeah. He's talking about taxes and all the tax deductions he can get because he hires himself through a corporation. I mean, it's true and it's brilliant.
The Al Franken Corporation.
I know. I was like watching this and I'm like, Brad considers himself self-employed and we get none of these deductions. We need Al Franken's accountant. Why aren't we getting these deductions?
I think it's amazing to hear Al Franken. Well, I thought it was amazing to see him on screen and how young he is. Like how young he was.
Yeah.
It was like, wow, he was a baby. But I know that I've heard some of these in passing, like maybe you've been watching it in the other room and I hear it from across the room. And like his social commentary and his observations then are like 100% true today. And it is like a little bit weird to hear Al Franken in the 70s saying things that you're like, oh my God, like really? It's still like this? We haven't solved it yet. He was right then and we still haven't fixed it.
He should run for Senate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was fun. I loved when he got the crowd going. he showed the picture of him in Hawaii and he's like, you all like seeing this, right? Right now my vacation to Hawaii is a write-off.
That was great.
It was really funny.
It was really good.
He's a smart man.
We came back to more back and forth between Jane and Bill talking about ad revenue and how is she worth $40,000 a minute?
70,000.
Right.
It was she went up from 40 to 70. And Bill's like, doesn't that make you feel like a prostitute?
Right.
Well, I'm worth it.
That's right.
Yes, you are, Jane.
His comeback was, I could probably get Jane Pauley for half of that.
Something like, if you like it in the morning or something.
Yeah. Yep. Then Bill sings Happy Birthday to 3 Mile Island disaster.
Yeah, the accident is now 1 year old. 31 infants are not. Another joke did not go over.
Yeah, no.
But you liked him singing Happy Birthday.
I did. He has a beautiful voice. He can sing. He has pipes.
It was when he said you nucle head, and then like the nuclear reactor like completely jiggled on the cake. I don't know. I just thought that was like hysterical. Like they jiggled.
That was funny. And that's it. That was the weekend update.
Pretty good overall, I'd say. Yeah.
I thought so. I mean, I think you had solid desk pieces in here. Jane and Bill both had really good jokes in there, and it was a really good weekend update. I also was surprised with the next bit because once again we have all 4 women. So we have Jane, Lorraine, and Gilda, and then Paula comes on. She's teaching them assertiveness as part of this assertiveness training program. Gilda is playing Bobby Farber.
Last time.
Is it the last time?
Yep.
Lorraine is playing Christina.
Also last time.
And Jane is playing Iris for the first time, right?
Yeah. There's 6 episodes left, and Jane Curtin is now breaking out new characters all of a sudden.
Yeah.
What's the wait?
She used this voice just a couple weeks ago for something, and I forget what it was, but...
Did she?
Yeah, and
Okay. But it is a new character. We see her like 2 or 3 more times at the end of the season.
Yeah. So Paula is trying to teach them all how to be more assertive and to say no to things and to tell people when to stop talking, which Bobby does not do. She just talks and talks and talks. And Iris, Jane's character, is just very blunt and to the point. I love when she's like, men love me. They find me irresistible.
I don't know why.
I put off a scent. I thought this was really fun. I thought it was a great way to kind of showcase the three cast members and their characters, and it gave Paula Prentiss something to do as the straight man in the sketch, and I thought it worked. I thought it was a good sketch.
I actually like it better knowing that those were like characters and that you have them all like in one place. It was good the way it was, but knowing that background, I think it makes it funnier.
Yeah.
More funny.
Meh.
I give you the meh. I wanted to write notes for this, and I found myself just like confused. I don't know if the mixing of characters worked that well. You know what I mean? Like, we've seen these characters, we've seen them a while, but Christina, never a great character. Really kind of only worked as like a sidekick, but to Dan's jokes. And it felt like there was almost just like one too many characters. What I would have liked is some kind of a way where it was just Jane and Gilda, if they would have gone back and forth, because they were the two stronger characters, I feel like. And that would have been fun, watching Bobby and Iris do some kind of interplay back and forth.
But I thought that's why it worked, because you had Paula there, and they were all going back and forth with Paula, not with one another.
Right.
So you didn't have the awkward dynamic of the character versus character bit.
Yeah. And she was good as the teacher, I will say.
Yeah.
Paula Prentiss was really good as the instructor of the class. It was just, for me, there was too many of the characters. Maybe it's because we knew them too much. And yeah, it would have, I think a fun sketch would be watching just the Iris and Bobby character somehow show up against each other and do something.
Right.
By the end, that's what I wanted. I was like, oh, I would have liked that better.
Yeah, I get it.
That would have just been like a whole different world. Like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, not even a classroom sketch, just something with the two of them.
not even adjacent.
They're two great characters, and I think they would have been fun together. It just there was like too much going on for me with the different characters and then the class.
And it's like an assertiveness training class, which applies this whole lens of like gender and like, I don't know, women's rights or like women's issues, or like there's some kind of invitation to social commentary here. And I found that really distracting. I was like, ooh, like every time one of them opened their mouths, I like found myself kind of cringing and not really wanting to think very hard about it, but not being able to ignore.
Yeah.
But like there's this overtone of like
I was trying to tell myself though, like they said like something about the subways not working, so that's why nobody was there. So I was like, okay, maybe there are men in the class too.
But Jane has a line, right, as Iris, where she says something about this, not political correctness, but this new rights thing, or like she was buying into this new rights thing and she was getting into it or something like that. So she made a comment kind of talking about it a little bit, I think.
Yeah. I don't know that we should give the writers too much credit for like overthinking the complexity of this sketch.
Well, I think that's part of it. Like there was no real commentary to it, but it was a lens that was present for me that I found distracting.
Sure.
And I found it kind of cringy, and I didn't really know why, and I didn't really even want to be thinking about why, because I wanted to be entertained and I wasn't feeling entertained.
Yeah. All right. You clearly didn't watch this in 1980. I think that's part of it too.
Yeah. No, totally.
How dare you watch this with current eyes?
You kind of have to shut your brain off, reset it. 1980 sometimes. 1980 if you're lucky. You're lucky we didn't bring you in for the 1975 shows.
1980. Is that what got you through the next sketch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Also true. However, should I do my big reveal?
Yeah.
My favorite joke of the whole show was in this sketch, shockingly.
Was it the shish kebab joke?
Yes!
Two humps. Two humps. Two humps. That is the answer. What would an Iranian walk a mile for? Indeed, even Khomeini has been known to walk a mile for less than 2 humps. Less than a mile. Many times. Shish kebab. Shish kebab. Shish kebab. How do you tell kebab to quiet down?
I wrote down it was a funny joke. The audience was just way too tired to appreciate it.
That was like so my vibe. I love a corny joke, and that made me
I guess guess my mind's in the gutter because mine was, may a rabid mongoose give you a room chew.
Well, I mean, the
You
problem.
can delete that one too. I don't want my mom to hear this because she does listen to this show.
The problem was, if we ever get into the actual sketches, they just shoved too many jokes in it.
Yeah.
There were funny jokes in it, but there were just so many of them that you lost it. And that's that shish kebab joke was one of the last ones. And I thought it was really, really funny, but it was like joke 11 of 13.
That's the thing. So this is Franken and Davis show, and Franken plays Khomeini the Magnificent, like the amazing Karnak from the Tonight Show with Johnny Carson. And Tom Davis plays Bobby Sadar, basically his Ed McMahon. And he does like the Karnak thing where he has the envelope and he holds it up. And honestly, Brad, I loved this.
Really?
Sketch. I thought it was really funny. I thought like him doing the Karnak bit as Khomeini was funny.
Mm-hmm.
But man, there were too many of them. Like it did just go on for a
That
bit.
pile of envelopes was really big.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. It was surprising because I thought surely he would cut him off at some point. Like I thought that's where it was going with all of the envelopes, but no, they were all jokes to use.
And as they started this sketch early on, I wrote the note, I hope they break the fourth wall on this, because if not, all they're doing is just an Iranian play on Johnny Carson.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So that's all this was. And so by the end of the sketch, I was like, why is this even a Franken and Davis show? Like, why are you playing this as a Franken and Davis show?
I was wondering that the whole time.
Yeah, we haven't seen one all season. They used to do these a lot in seasons 3 and season 4. We haven't seen one since last season. This is the only one we see this season. That's why I was like, I hope they somehow break the, like Tom usually gets pissed off at Al or something, and like they break the character and they break the sketch down. But that doesn't happen. It literally just plays quote unquote straight as an Iranian Tonight Show. So why not just make that your sketch? Why does it have to be a Franken and Davis sketch? That's what I missed. By the end, I'm like, why is this Franken and Davis?
I don't know. I thought Tom Davis was really good as the Ed McMahon character.
He's pretty good. He was good as a straight man, yeah.
Yeah, just laughing.
But there's just so many jokes.
A lot of jokes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unlike the next sketch, where there weren't a lot of jokes at first, and then they all kind of hit at once. This is another slice of life sketch, and it's Richard and Paula. This is the time we see them together.
Yeah.
And they just had dinner at Bill and Gilda's house, and it is very awkward. They're new neighbors, and they don't, they obviously don't know one another. And turns out that Gilda served tongue, and they don't eat tongue, so they just ate the green beans, and they can't agree on what game to play. Or I think Gilda eventually is like, well, why don't I just get crossword puzzle books and we can all do crosswords alone?
Lindsay, did that appeal to you at all?
The crosswords alone?
Yeah. I was like, I could get with that.
Yeah. Like, that's not the worst idea. You sat through this much.
Hillary's like, let's all just sit on our crossword app and just play individually. And if you get stuck, just let me know. Yeah.
It's not the worst idea.
But the big reveal comes when they all realize that they are all huge Joey Bishop fans.
Say, did you get this at the Tropicana Hotel in Las Vegas?
Yeah, we go there every year.
To see Joey.
Joey Bishop?
You like Joey too?
Do we like Joey? Are you kidding? We've loved Joey for years.
Ocean's 11 is our favorite film. Oh, we've seen it dozens of times ever since it came out in '59.
Oh, no, that was 60, honey. Joey was doing that service comedy in '59, but I think his best role was in that Western comedy.
Sergeant's 3. Me, Peter Lawford, Sammy Davis Jr., D. Martin.
And Joey. Son of a gun.
Oh, this is really something. It's incredible.
The premise of them all being obsessed with Joey Bishop and happening to live next door to one another is great. And then it devolves into this whole like, well, we were going to go see him in Vegas next week. You should come with us. And then they were going to get adjoining rooms. And then it all falls apart when Richard and Paula say that they enjoy the late show better than the early show. They feel like he's looser, and Bill and Gilda take that as an affront to Joey Bishop and lose their shit. I thought it was hilarious.
It was
Agree.
fun. Mm-hmm.
It was fun to watch the emotional roller coaster of this sketch. It starts so slow and awkward, and everything's like on eggshells. And then that moment when they bond over Joey Bishop, and now all of a sudden they're best friends, and the energy is so high, and like they're so in love with each other, and they're like the world's best friends. And then it turns on a dime again, and then Bill's like yelling at him, slams the door after he leaves, and yells out the door. And just watching like the up and down of this whole sketch, because it's so silly and so absurd. The whole idea of this sketch, it's really funny.
I agree. And I think like the best segment of the sketch was the denouement, like the end after they've left the dinner party and you see Bill and Gilda playing off each other in their fandom. And then there you like see a slice of life of their marriage.
Yeah.
These like really weird people like getting really into this thing that they share. It was funny.
You mentioned it earlier, Gary, how like they have trouble like sometimes, bringing sketches to a close or ending a sketch. And this is a really well-written sketch with a really great ending. It has the arc and it comes up, it goes down, and then there's like that little end piece. Just it's a really well-constructed piece. We should say this one's written by Matt Newman, who we talked to recently with Don Novella and Zweeb.
Oh, cool.
Really fun piece.
One of the things that I thought was funny in it that just actually reminded me of you was when they were like going on and on about their Joey Bishop knowledge. And they mentioned that everyone thinks he's from Camden, but really he only ate in Camden for lunch. And this just seems like the kind of factoid that like Brad would know about something would like really irk him. Like
Yes, it is 100%, Lindsay.
Yeah, he was
This
only
one
there
detail,
once when
yeah.
he was 14 for lunch.
Yeah, that was really funny.
Uh-huh. That was great.
And yes, it is exactly like Brad.
So wait, question. Bill and Gilda were on again, off again throughout their time on the cast together in SNL. Is that right? Romantically?
They were, but by this time they were quite off.
They were quite off. And would they stay off? Did they ever get back together?
She was about to get married at this point.
Yeah, she's about to marry one of Gary's favorite SNL people, G.E. Smith.
Is that the musician?
Yep.
Oh, interesting. Because I thought their vibe was good. I wasn't sure. I was like, is this a time? But maybe they've made peace with each other by now.
Yeah, the final straw was in the off season when Gilda did a movie and Bill kind of had issues. And so going into this season is when they were really on at the end of their ropes. But I think by the end of the season, things warmed up a bit. Because, yeah, they're great together in this. They play really well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You saw them play really well together in a nerd sketch last week, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. That was a really good one, too.
Yeah. It was good. I really enjoyed this sketch. I thought all four performers were really good, too.
Yeah.
Like, they all rode that emotional roller coaster together really well.
Agreed.
The Grateful Dead come back next to sing Saint of Circumstances. This time Bob Weir gets to sing.
Oh, he wrote this one.
Takes off the bunny ears. Huh?
He wrote this one. Wait, that's why he's singing, so he's got to be serious. So the ears had to come off.
Yeah, exactly. I thought that was funny. He's like, oh, you're singing, Jerry, so I'm just going to goof around and wear bunny ears. But when I perform,
it's all business, guys.
Yeah. I don't know this song, but I enjoyed the performance again.
No. I was going to say, I don't know this song, and I don't know if I really like it.
No?
No.
I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
I kind of thought they'd go old school, like they did last time, like an old hit here on the second number.
Like what?
Like anything. They've got like 9 albums by this point.
I know, but you said hit. They haven't had that many hits.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hear what you're saying.
No, I just mean like...
No, you're right. They don't have a hit till that next album in like 7 years with Touch of Grey.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, I hear you. Well, yeah, why not play something else new off the new album that's coming out? Why not? Sure.
Yeah. Well, our last sketch of the night...
Mr. Bill!
Mr. Bill strikes back. He's not going to take it. He goes to the police to report Mr. Hand and Sluggo, and he meets an Irish cop.
Did you catch the name?
I didn't.
Sergeant O'Hanahan.
Oh.
Which I thought was very funny.
They go through all these wanted posters, and for some reason, Mr. Bill is wanted, and so they lock him up.
No, it was framed. He was framed. It was a frame job. poor Mr. Bill. Oh, he just gets so screwed over and over and over. And he's so adorable. So I really feel for him, like every time. Yeah? No?
Yeah.
Did I miss Spot getting squished? It's like my favorite part in these, and I feel like Spot didn't get hit in this one.
Ew, what's wrong with you?
No, I don't know. I know he got handcuffed with Mr. Bill, but yeah. I don't remember.
Do you like this?
I'm with Hillary. I always feel sorry for Mr. Bill. And I can think of you a little bit different now that you wanted to see Spot get squished.
When you've seen 20 of these, you have to find something new each time to like pique your interest. And for me lately, it's been how Spot goes.
I mean, Mr. Bill was a character that my father loved. And so growing up, like I knew about Mr. Bill and my dad would do Mr. Bill impressions. So every time I see a Mr. Bill sketch, I'm just like, yay, it's Mr. Bill. And then I'm like, oh, poor Mr. Bill. It's always the same roller coaster. And I go on it willingly.
Yep.
Gary.
Brad.
Did you like this one?
I did enjoy this Mr. Bill more than I've enjoyed other Mr. Bills this season.
Really?
Yeah.
Because this one I did not enjoy. I feel like I really enjoyed the last two, and this one for some reason I just didn't. The one thing there are only two things I liked. I like the lineup where they put Mr. Bill in a lineup.
I like the hand.
Yeah, the hand is there at the end, which I did laugh out loud at that. And I liked the opening street set they built, which looked like it was all out of clay.
Yeah, with the police box.
Yeah. When he's calling the police.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Yeah, there was just something. I felt they were building on the last few, and then this one they kind of did not.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. I kind of liked. I mean, but this is building off of that because he's finally fed up and going to the police.
Yeah, I guess so. And this is the next to the last one. We'll get one more, which builds from this on. So yeah, I guess you're right. But
yeah.
You get squished by the jail cell door. It's heartbreaking.
Hillary's gonna have nightmares about Mr. Bill tonight.
I'm just gonna cry myself to sleep. That's all.
Well, that's it. That's our show. From there, we go to good nights.
Did not feel like a ton of sketches, right?
It did not.
No, because they all seem very long.
But they weren't long. Like that's the thing, long. Gary. We didn't have our typical 13-minute anchor sketch. This episode.
No, we did not. I mean, but we also didn't have any quick sketches. There were no commercials.
Right.
No, solo to camera stuff or anything like that. So it was a pretty quick show.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of sketches. Richard Benjamin was in 2. I mean, Paula Prentiss was in 3. So it's, yeah.
It's 3 in the cold, right?
Yeah, 3 in the cold. Yeah, sorry.
Right.
But the one was just that coming on at the end of the
Yeah.
Jesus Christ fangirls. But one of the better episodes of season 5. So Hillary and Lindsay, you're welcome that you got to watch one of the better ones.
Honored.
Interesting.
What did you enjoy more, watching this episode or sitting with us talking about it?
I enjoyed sitting with you talking about it. And I mean that.
Oh, that's great.
I was like, is it over yet? Are we done with this episode yet?
Yeah, it was the episode was kind of mess. I like this better.
Yeah, but you thought it was a meh episode.
Yeah, I was just like, I talked to you about this before. I just, not having watched any of these old episodes and watching it in 2026, I'm just like, okay, people like this. Cool.
No, I don't think they do.
Okay.
I think you're married to the only person who does.
Okay, that's fair.
I mean, it's not a bad episode, Gary, right?
He's probably stuck watching them because of you too.
For this season, it's definitely one of the better episodes for sure.
Yeah, for this season, it's a better episode. I think overall, it's a fine episode. Like the hosts were fun; they had a good time. It's better than say Kirk Douglas, which was also just kind of very. But this one it did have a feeling of fun to it, which I liked.
Yeah.
Like if you were turning on the episode randomly to watch it in 1980, I think you'd walk away being, not bad. I enjoyed my hour and a half that I watched the TV.
Right. I agree. I think that's true. I think you're also left with like, yeah, there was nothing stand out that I'm going to talk about Monday morning at work or at school.
Well, as you said, though, the whole episode is slice of life.
Right.
Which is very odd.
Yeah.
At most, you get one of those. Most of the time, never any. So to see like the whole episode that way. But I guess it kind of plays to the host's strengths. Like it feels like Richard Benjamin goes that way, and she played well into that. So
right.
Yeah.
Well, who wants to go first? Lindsay or Hillary? All right, I'll do Hillary first. Well, Hillary, what were your best bits?
Will you scroll back up? I'm obviously a fan of shish kebab. That's been made clear. I loved.
So wait, just the joke or the Al Franken at the or the?
No, the joke.
Just the joke.
Just the joke.
Just
okay.
the joke.
Just the joke.
For the first time ever, we have a single joke as best bit. All right.
Oh, do I only get one?
No, you can have
get
more.
as many as you can. It's just
You said what were our best
say
bits.
one joke.
I thought I was running down a few.
Yeah, go ahead. Whatever. You could do multiples.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I thought the teeny bopper Jesus Christ fangirls was excellent. That's one of my best bits. And I thought Al Franken on the Weekend Update desk was great. Those are my best.
Good. Lindsay, what are your best bits?
The neighbors thing, the Joey Bishop thing.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Brad, what were your best bits?
I had the post-coital one because I thought it was fun and different, and the performances were really good. I can't remember the last time we really loved a Lorraine Newman piece, so it was fun to see. So that's what I had.
Yeah. This is great because I had the Franken and Davis show because I really enjoyed it, and the Jesus Crush, the Jesus fangirls.
Okay. Wow.
But I think that's really interesting about this episode, and it says exactly what you were saying. But and Vic Ricker. I really like Vic Ricker. I want more of him. Shit. But I think, this is the first time we've had...
You're putting the entire Franken and Davis show in there as your best bit?
Yeah, because I really liked the premise, and I liked what they did with it.
All right.
But that, I think we hit almost every sketch now.
Almost, yeah.
Right? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a very weird episode, and I don't mean it in a bad way. It's just it's just not typical. And so you walk away from it and you're like, but like you just said, we have 4 or 5 different things that somebody found that they really liked.
And that is not typical of a one episode.
Not this season.
No. Well, Hillary and Lindsay, thank you so much for doing this with us.
This was fun.
Thank you for so much. Not only just this.
That's true.
No problem.
I mean, the bigger this.
Do you guys want to plug anything? Usually our guests plug their podcasts or their books.
Could you do us a favor? Could you ask people to rate and review and follow this podcast? That would be really helpful. Thanks.
And we don't mean now. We mean on the street. You can hand out a card.
I would just like to promote my dog, Everything Coming Up Rosie, who has an Instagram account that Brad, in theory, runs. But he may have kind of stepped back from that and tried to run these other social media accounts for the podcast.
That's a good one. I love
Thanks.
Rosie. What a cute puppy dog.
Anything you want to plug? You don't have to. That's fine.
I don't have anything.
All right, then.
Is there anything of yours that I should plug besides rate and review?
Nope, not at all.
Nothing to plug.
All right. Well, thank you both for everything, like Brad said, but thank you for doing this with us.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for indulging us in watching a 45-year-old television show.
Yeah. I mean, if you have a good one, can we do that one instead? Or also, I mean?
Oh, the good ones are all gone from the early years now, Lindsay. This is
Okay.
We're at the bottom of the barrel, literally.
Well, we have Steve Martin coming up with Paul and Linda McCartney. That's another husband and wife theme.
That's
yeah.
true. That's true. Do you want to do it again? Do you want to watch another episode?
I'll see if I can watch the episode first.
All right. That's fair. I didn't know that was an option. We get to do that?
And thank you too for doing what you do, because probably no one else would.
That is true. No one else would do what we do. We should take that as a sign, but we don't. We just keep going.
Yeah, we got 5 more episodes.
All right. Next week on the early years of SNL, we're talking about season 5, episode 16, with host Burt Reynolds and musical guest Brad and Murray.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Until then, good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
Good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to the Not Ready for Primetime Project. Look for us on social media everywhere at NR4PT Project. And please drop us a line to let us know what you think of the shows, and frankly, because we're kind of lonely, at nr4ptproject@gmail.com. The Not Ready for Primetime Project team includes Brad Robinson and Gary Seith. Please remember to rate and review wherever you watch and or listen to the show.
Brad, I'm wearing this blanket. It's one of our Christmas decorations, and every time I look at it, I think of you.
Oh, yes. I love it.
Ho, ho.
Ho.
Line?
Line? Ah, improvisation. You have no lines, you're Santa Claus. Golden.
All right. Good night, friends.
Brad, why do you do this? Do you do this to hurt us?